How's everybody doing? Brian with FishingHype.com, Fishing Hype Guide Service, and here to show you the knot that I use to tie. Actually, I use it for braid to mono or fluorocarbon, whatever, but you can use it for just if you're tying on your backing, anything. It's a real good small knot that doesn't take up a lot of room, won't fill up your spool, and it's also a good one that going through the eye guides, you can make a good cast on it even with the new micro guides out there. It doesn't get caught up in them. But it's the Albright knot. A lot of you probably used it. For those of you who haven't used it, it's a really good knot for combining two lines. Doesn't matter if it is braid to fluoro or mono to mono, whatever you need to do there. But if you are doing if you're doing mono braid, fluorocarbon, whatever it is, or if you're doing a much larger size mono to a smaller size mono or a copolymer, I always take the copolymer or the fluoro with my braid, and I will you always want to take the smaller diameter line and make your loop with the line. So here's my leader line, and all I've done is made myself a loop like such. I don't know, I make it a little bigger. Seems like it makes it easier to work with. What we're going to do here is take your main line then, and you're going to run it through the eye or the bend that you've made with the regular line. And you're going to grab that and you're going to make, I've heard different numbers, you want to go 5, you want to go 7, you want to go 10 loops, whatever it is. I tend to make about 5 or 6 wraps going down the line. You're coming down the line and you're basically going over your leader here. You're making your wraps around your leader material, around both pieces, not in between one or whatever. You got them flat, you're going around them. Alright, I've got probably 7 wraps on there now. I'm going to come down here and hold it, and now I'm going to wrap it back up the line the same way I just came. 5, 6 wraps, whatever it takes. The biggest thing, the biggest key here is making sure that you come back out the loop the same way you went in. So my line, I came in this loop in this way. So I want to take my tag end here and I want to bring it back out the loop the same way. So they're both coming out the same direction. Get a hold of that. Wet it down and give them a pull. And basically all you've done really with your main line is wrapped it around here and just pinched this down, and you've got it going through the loop, so the loop can't come undone or pull through the braided part. And there you go. I mean, that is so smooth. It's basically no bigger size than what the biggest line you're using, whatever your main line is. You can hardly tell that there's even a knot in there. So that is, and then just go ahead and clip your ends. And the great thing about this is you can clip your leader ends. I mean, right down to where they're both extremely right on the edge, so you can't tell at all that there is a knot here. You've got no tag ends hanging out. I got a really bad pair of scissors. And there it is. I mean, I don't know if you can see that knot or not, but I mean, there's your braid, there's your leader, and there's your knot in between. I mean, but the next time you're on the water, or the next time you're going to go out and you need to tie 2 lines together, and you can do the same thing here when you're trying to tie a line into your spool. We all know how big of a pain that can be, and you get too big of a knot and your line wants to lump up on one side of your bait caster or something. You can use that exact same knot to tie those two together, and you've got a nice smooth knot there inside your reel that won't lump up and make the reel uneven. So give that one a try. Yeah, it may take a couple times tying it to get used to it, but that's one of the best knots right there that you can use for tying 2 different lines together. I'll see you again on the water. This is Brian for FishingHype.com, Fishing Hype Guide Service.